Welcome to my new channel, Food Mood. I am Chef Moises Hurtado, and I was born and raised in Guadalajara, Jalisco, where I get my bachelor's degree in international gastronomy. And I've been over the food industry over 20 years now. I've been working in some of the restaurants since Japanese, Chinese, French. Some of them has been Michelin star, and we will be teaching you some of the chef tricks and secrets. Um, as always, I'm open to any suggestion or recommendation. You can just leave that on the comments. Today, on our first video, we're gonna see my grandma's classic rice with veggies. So this is a pretty easy recipe to make. It wouldn't take you more than 25 minutes, and with the simple ingredients that everybody has in the kitchen. So let's get started. On this recipe, we're gonna need 2 garlic cloves, carrots, 1 poblano pepper, also olive oil or any of your preference, 2 cups of water, any of your preferred rice. I'm using some jasmine rice. I like to use sea salt, better than bouillon, which is our chicken stock, freshly ground pepper, and approximately 1 tablespoon of butter. Let's start with the chopping process. I'm starting with the poblano pepper, making some juliennes, and then proceeded to get my cubes. Continue with the carrots. Personally, it's hard for me to get those cubes on the carrots. To finish, I'm gonna cook 2 of the 3 garlic cloves. The smaller the cubes, the most flavor you can get from them. And let's start with cooking. Let's turn on our fire, high heat, and I'm gonna pour some extra virgin olive oil. The recipe I put 5 milliliters, but you can put more or less depending on your preference. And right here, I'm just waiting for the oil to get warmed up, but not until the point that starts smoking. As soon as starts smoking, uh, the oil is not worth it anymore. So I'm gonna put the rice and gonna stir it until I get nice brown color. This is gonna help to keep the grains the shape. I'm adding some garlic and Immediately, I'm gonna put my carrots and also my poblano peppers. I didn't put the whole poblano pepper just to have even quantities, but you can put all of them. Just stir in for a little bit, and then we are adding our water. Careful, because sometimes splashes. If the fire is pretty high, you may have some flames, so careful with that. And for the last part here, I'm gonna add my butter and season it with salt and the bouillon. Just 1 minute until get perfectly boiling. First, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, because as I like to taste during the process and at the end of the process, just to make sure that I don't get too much salt into this. So I'm diluting my better than bouillon or chicken stock, scratching this little hole. You can see it start to boil. I'm stirring to get the heat even. So all the rice get the same heat and the same cooking process. I'm just tasting and making sure that it needs the second teaspoon of salt. With this salt, it's hard to get the flavor right away because it's granulated and take a couple extra minutes to dissolve. I'm gonna turn the fire the lowest I can, and uh, and then we're gonna seal. We're gonna I'm sorry, trim my ground pepper, and then I'm gonna put the top on, and I put in my timer for 17 minutes. After those 17 minutes, just turn it off, and voila, I think it's ready, and easily you can see how well cooked this rice is. We don't have any stick rice on the pan. It's uh, you can see that it seems like
Okay.
a fried rice, but it's steamed rice. And I'm just gonna plate one ration of rice here with the first ramekin. I found that, and very easy to please to plate. Just gonna put into the plate, flip the plate very easily. And I'm removing the ramekin, and as simple as that, you have your plated rice. I'm putting some of these little pieces on top just to make it look nicer. And voila. I hope you guys enjoy.